Ultra kill. Fraud. So today we're going to be predicting some fraud. Basically, um, you guys should totally leave your fraud predictions in the comments. But fraud, it's coming out soon. If you did not know, if you've been living under a rock, it is next week. Also, I'm at an honor event, but yeah, fraud, it's gonna be coming out. I'm gonna be making videos about it. I'm gonna milk it for like 2 weeks, and it's gonna be amazing. This is gonna be a brand new era of Ultra Go. But I want to make some predictions for fraud, and then like rewatch this video once fraud comes out to see how wrong I am. So we're gonna be predicting a couple things: the boss of the level, the secret level, and miscellaneous stuff like enemy lore and stuff. Speaking of enemy lore, Providence. We have seen Providence a little bit. Now, I think the Providence is really interesting because this guy is a little bit weird. The Providence is definitely not what it seems because this thing is an eye. You may be wondering why that's important. Well, if you're a pioneer of the Ultra Code lore, you would know that angels can't have eyes, according to the Virtue Terminal entry. So, I think the Providence is a fraud. Holy crap, fraud mentioned. But yeah, no, I think the Providence was a fraud. And basically, the Providence, there's going to be some big lore in the terminal entries about how the Providence is a fraud, and it is not truly an angel. Because angels don't have eyes. So, well, at least when they're in hell, they have eyes when they're in heaven, I think. I don't think it explicitly says that, but it can be very much inferred. For my next theory, I'm going to talk about the juicy stuff. Let's talk about the secret level. So, I think the secret level, I think it's going to be... I have two theories, actually. I think that the secret level, first, a lot of people have said that they think it's going to be committing tax fraud. I think that this is wrong. You see, I think it's going to be committing identity fraud. Because sure, tax fraud is funny. But you know what's funnier? Identity fraud. So this is why I feel like Hakita, he's not going to do tax fraud. I think he's going to do identity fraud. And it's going to be really funny. Basically, I think it's going to be like, the secret level is we're going to have to try and become V2. Or something like that, or like become Gabriel or something. Like, I think it's going to be something like that. And if that isn't what happened, somebody should make a custom level about that. Because that's funny. And I think if it's not that, it will probably be something fraud related. I mean, the opportunities are endless. Just think about the opportunity, man. So, P3. P3 is not part of fraud. So, if you're expecting P3 theories this video, no. I'll do that in the treachery theory video. But, so, now I'm going to talk about, I do think we are going to get alternate rocket launcher in fraud. I feel like it would be really weird if they gave it to us in treachery. And I also think it would be really weird if they didn't give us an alternate rocket launcher. You know? So, what is the alternate rocket launcher going to do? Well, it's really hard to predict what the alternate weapons are going to do. I think, because they're so different. Because, as you know, the alternate piercer is just stronger piercer, but it's slower. The alternate jackhammer is alternate jackhammer. The alternate, shotgun is like a completely different weapon. And you just saw me use it, like, shotgun cannot do that. And then the alternate nail gun is similar, but it's still very different. Like, it's still similar, like it's the saw blade, you can still make like traps with it and stuff. But it's so different. It's so hard to predict like what Hakita could do with the alternate rocket launcher. I feel like there's a chance he'll make like a faster but like less damaging one. But then that, like, makes the fire starter really OP. Okay. Hold on, I gotta... Yeah. I do think alternate rocket launcher will happen. I just don't... it's so hard to predict what it'll do. Like, there's no good way to predict what the alternate rocket launcher will do. Felt that fall felt longer than usual. And I just feel like... You know? If I were Akita, it would probably be like a faster, less powerful rocket launcher that would not be able to start up gasoline. Because that might make it a little bit too OP. Because, like, to light the gasoline, you either need to hit the gasoline with a rocket, which takes time, because rockets are not the fastest thing. Or, you need to, like, hit a, parry a, shotgun blast, which I just failed. Okay, I failed it twice. There we go. But, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe it'll, like, not be able to activate gas it. Well, like, I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. Like, there's so many things he can... If this man was able to create the jackhammer from a... The only similarity between jackhammer and shotgun is that they both do damage from closer up. It's like, jackhammer could have just been a new weapon. I think the only reason it's an alternate weapon was because Hakita did not want to bind something to slot 6. Which is fair. I do not want to reach my finger across the keyboard for slot 6. It's already a little bit of a stretch to reach my fingers across the keyboard for slot. I'm just the goat. I am absolutely just the goat. But anyways. I do not think Akita is trying to make us reach her. Like, jackhammer could have just been a new weapon. It easily could have just been a new weapon. So, I don't know. We'll see what Akita has in store. I do think we're going to get yellow arm in Fraud. I highly doubt that he's going to give us the yellow arm and treachery, considering how, like, why would you give us something new in the final stretch of the game? We get, like, no time to learn it and then bring it into the final boss. Now, if it's the reward for beating the game, then that's different. That is a lot different. But if it's like 9-1, I don't know about that one. God, that guy got yeeted. I do not agree with 9-1 being the classical answer. I do not like that. It's on it, okay. Friendly fire, what can I say? Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Anyways. So, Fraud? Now we're gonna talk about the main boss. So, main boss. A lot of people have been thinking it might be a lion. I do not believe it's gonna be Gabriel. I used to think it was Gabriel. I think Gabriel is gonna be 9-1. And that the final boss of the game is not gonna be Gabe. I don't think it's gonna be Gabe. But that's gonna be its whole other video. That's gonna be a whole nother video within the future. So, the boss, I do think it's gonna be a completely new boss we've never seen, kind of like Leviathan. Like, we never knew that thing existed until, I'm going to die too. Okay. Like, we never knew Leviathan existed until, like, Wrath actually happened, you know? There was no hints of Leviathan until we got to Wrath. So I think it's going to be just a completely new, like, boss. You know, like the Earth Mover, like, wasn't Violence. Like, we never had any hints about the Earth Mover existing until Violence. But what is this boss gonna be? Well, I mean... Personally, I think it's gonna be some sort of false angel, kind of like the Providence. Or it's gonna be, like, a lion, maybe. Because there's, like, a lot of, like, lion representation in Lair. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like it's gonna be something like that. I doubt it'll be anything else. Yeah. The boss might be what drops the golden arm. That's my theory. Unless Gabe gives us the golden arm. I think Like, personally, I don't think Gabe's giving us the golden arm. Like, if we fight Gabe and Fraud. I don't think we're getting the golden arm from Gabe. Hakita has stated that we are no longer going to get any more, at least I think he has, that we're no longer going to get any more, like, lore on the final war. God, I suck at this game. But, so I do think Fraud is going to have, like, completely new lore. Oh my god, I am the GOAT. Fraud is going to have, like, completely new stuff. I do think there's going to be a little bit of lore about Heaven, though. And I do think these false angels, like, well, the Providences, are going to have some sort of pretty interesting lore about them. What the lore is? I don't know. I'm not Hakita. I am not, like, John Goat, a video game. But, like, you know, I think it's going to be cool. And so, Fraud, there's a couple other things left to predict. What other enemies do you think might be coming in Fraud? Because Violence gave us quite the new amount of enemies. Because, look at this. Okay? First, we have the mannequin. This is like the first... Okay, I'm gonna die to the better thing. It's the first enemy we see in Violence is a mannequin. It's a great way to start off the layer. In 7-2, we get the Gutterman and Gutter Tank. In 7-3, we get the Puppet. And then, we don't count... I'm not gonna count the Earth Mover. We're never seeing this good. We're never seeing him again. We died once yet? I don't think so. Means we do have to fight these guys. Yeah, I'm probably not even going to put PEUD in the title, because this is... So, now I'm going to talk about the levels. So, we know a lot about 8-1. It's going to have, like, a lot of that non-Euclidean stuff. It's going to have the, like, housing, like, the building part, and it's going to have the outside part. Now, for the second and third level, we do not know a lot. And then the fourth level, we've seen, like, nothing. But I've already talked about fourth level, it's most likely just going to be the boss. So let's talk about the first level and second level. I don't know a lot about the third level. I kind of started avoiding spoilers on Fraud after like they posted the screenshots like with the mirror. So it's looking like for 8-2. So it's looking like 8-2 is gonna include like a lot of like office kind of stuff. As like mirrors, it introduces the Death Catcher. I think it's gonna be a good level. I think I'm gonna like it. I think this is also gonna be the same level where it includes Seiko. I don't know why, I feel it, you know? Like it just has to happen. Frick, I missed my real cannon. But like it just has to happen, you know? You know what would be cool in Fraud, and if they include it in the final level, because they've never done that before. Nobody's expecting. Yeah, it's like Hakita's a fraud, because you know nobody's expecting it to be in the final. Nobody's expecting the secret level of Fraud to be in the final level of Fraud. Hakita's never put the secret level in like the boss level. So that may actually be really cool. And no, P2 does not count. P2 is not a secret level. That is a Prime Sanctum. There's a difference. Aw, that felt good. So, what lore? I don't know. There's not a lot of like good speculation for lore right now. But I think were there lions in Prelude? Not Prelude, Limbo? I think so. So, do I think any other new enemies will be introduced? I think there will be one more new enemy, not counting the bosses. I do think there will be one more enemy, not counting the bosses. It's just, what the enemy is? Not sure. Because of course we have the Death Catcher. And we have the Providence. We don't have to kill these guys for the appearing. But like we have the Death Catcher and we have the Providence. I feel like there's gonna be a third one. Like, we're in the climax of the game. Violence introduced 4 enemies. Mannequin, the gutters, and the gutter tank and the government, and the puppets. That's 4. I feel like Fraud is gonna have 1 more enemy. What it is? I don't know. Maybe it'll be like some lion thingy. Or like another angel, perhaps? Maybe a greater angel? I don't know. Or something. I don't know. We did get the Death Catcher, which is kind of just like a thing. So I don't know. So I do have some more theories. I do think I've mostly reached the point where there's not a lot more to say about Fraud. So I'm going to say some of my treachery predictions that like could be in Fraud. This is stuff that might be in Fraud, but probably wrong. And it'll probably come in treachery. I am extremely supportive of the fact that there will be a Minotaur in P3 or treachery. I know the Minotaur was a gift, but like, why can't there be more than 1 Minotaur? Is that a new best record? No, it's not. Like, I just feel like they're gonna bring back the Minotaur and also they should put the Minotaur in Cyberground. It might be a little bit buggy, but I think it'd be cool. I don't want to fight Benjamin today. We're not fighting Benjamin. You know why? We're playing the Encores. They're so... So, something that I do kind of have... I selected lenient Asper, let's play it. I have noticed... This is, cool. A cool thing. Okay, I want to see something cool, guys. Okay. I noticed something. Encores. I want to predict the Encores, because I have a feeling that they're going to be, like, really cool, you know? But the thing with the Encores is, like, some of the later episodes, like, it's pretty easy to imagine what they're gonna do with the Encores for, like, some of the earlier, layers. Like, I feel like I can imagine a good Lust Encore. Like, I can't explain it, but I can imagine it. Like, I can imagine a Gluttony Encore. Like, after, I can kind of imagine Greed. It's complicated to read. But, like, after that, Encores are gonna be, like, hard to make. Because the levels are so different after Greed. It's like, everything leads up to, like, something. How bad I had to take a sip of water. Like, everything leads up to something. Like, Wrath is a lot more different, though. Of course, it's still kind of leading up to something. Like, in the, 01, in a 01. In 0E and 1E, it's like, all the rooms are, like, connected, you know? Like, we have some rooms from Prelude, we have some rooms from Limbo, but, like, they're all connected, and it's cool. How are we gonna do that in, like, Wrath? Every level is so different in Wrath. Not, like, in terms of location, but, like, concept. How are we gonna transition from, like, from, like, 5-1 to 5-3? It's just something I don't like this level. I don't play it very often, you can tell. How are we gonna transition from 5-1 to, like, 5-3 with the Encores? That's a good question. I am really curious about that. Because I think it'll be really, really cool. But I also don't quite know, like, what they'll do. But it's such, like, a weird thought. Like, how do you connect that? And especially for, like, violence, every level is a different place. That's not going to be easy to connect. It'll be cool, but not easy to connect. So it really makes me wonder how they're going to do those Encores. I don't really want to play this level, so I'm probably just going to, like, cut it off soon. Because that's, like, kind of everything I have to say. If you want to stick around, maybe I'll beat the level. But that's like everything I really have important to say. You should like and subscribe. I do a lot of content like this, where I just kind of ramble while playing the game. And I also have another channel called Evil Studios, which I will link in the description. They also have a trailer for something I've been working on for a little bit, known as the High Series. I might have to reschedule the High Series for the people that did watch the trailer that are watching this video. I might have to reschedule it for a future release date. I don't want to. It's just editing and stuff is taking a really long time, and I don't know. Yeah, but thanks for watching. I guess I'll just play the level. Oh yeah, also the Providence was on Epstein's Island. That's one of my predictions. Providence was on Epstein's Island. I got this. Something I do like about this level is how they include like the kind of like prelude like sections. I do not like this section of the level. So that's why I use the power of Slave Storage and also this Mind Flayer to make me not want to end myself. Honestly, I actually never knew about this platform. This is news to me. That you can just stand there. Hello, Virtues. How did you guys already get up here? Fucking fast. Yes. Yeah, I think it's cool how this platform's up here. You're not normally getting to them in any way in this game. I think the game like expects you to use like Whiplash. It's just we're not doing that. I would do Slam Storage. I see the concept. The concept is cool. The execution was not. He did not execute this level very well at all. There are cool things in this level, like the prelude sections with all this. Like really calls to like the fact that like Limbo is like not real. Because it's like metal and stuff. And like we see this in Limbo, some of the like little areas like behind the walls. And it's cool. So is there anything? No, there's not anything. So I don't really like the song. This is like one of my least favorite songs in the game. I hate this room. I hate this room. It's such a bad room. This room is horrible. The idea is really, really cool. You're fighting Guttermen that have like standing on this thing whilst like trying to avoid the lava. It's cool. God, it's not fun. Another example of like fire idea, horrible execution. So the fact that there's a Maurice, that's just annoying. It's like, I mean, if the whole goal was to be annoying, then God, you succeeded with that. But and also this door, stupid. Like you are not realistically getting through that without taking at least one hit of damage. Like it's possible, of course. But, like it's not fun. Annoying room. I don't like this room. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't. Probably because of you. Radiant Gutterman. It's not even like that bad because we're on Radiant. Where's the Virtue? Oh, hi there, you bitch. You know, I don't like this. I don't like how they did this. You literally have to know about an Easter egg to continue the level. That's such a that's not good level design. Like I don't. This is like one of the things where I don't even see the vision very well. It's just not a good idea. I think this is a really cool like room. Of course, it's not the most fun room, but it does a good job at like what it's doing. That's cool. I think that's a really cool level. Not really cool level. Really cool room. I don't like this level that much. So replaying it, I haven't played it in a while. I'm enjoying it more than some other levels, so that's good, I guess. This room is bullshit. This room is completely bullshit. This is just a bad room. This is a horrible room. I'm just gonna ultra kill this stupid little. I've never appeared this level before. It's not an easy level. About my player. Oh damn. Am I gonna die? Nope, we're good. Parry. Never mind, I'm getting combo. Where's that virtue? Oh, hi. Oh. Nice. It's fine, we got a checkpoint. We're gonna maybe I'll be out of hearing. Okay, the sword machine is sanded. That's annoying. This level's time signature makes me like want to cry. Ah, this is the fun part of the level. I love this part of this level so much. You know, putting Swords Machine, Agony, and Tundra in an arena. You don't understand how hard this level is on, like, standard. Kudos to people that have P-ranked this level on brutal. God damn. Like, there's a reason why I haven't beaten this level on standard. It's like it might not look that bad to people that like haven't played the game before. But like if you played the game, you understand the pain, bro. You understand it. Okay, look, thank you for doing it for me. I do think the way they handled Radiant Idols is good. I think that's cool. The way that is a good way to do it. Basically make it so like when you break the idol, the enemy turns into a Radiant. I think that's cool. That adds opportunity for a lot of ideas. I just don't like how the first way they ever used it was a hideous mass. Damn it, too slow. Not enough style. Not enough kills also. Apparently I missed a kill. Okay, so what else would we do? Okay, just 60 moment. Thanks for watching, though. Like and subscribe. I don't know, hype the bit. Do sign. What am I? Just I don't know. Subscribe, please. Watch. Thanks for watching this far. If you got this far, surprised. Bye.